Friday evening. We are here once again. This is a Sports 24 online show, the preview segment where we would be looking at the biggest game in the EPL as we speak. It is the biggest because it might be the decider. If the game does not end in a draw, it might decide who wins the 2021-2022 English Premier League. And as usual, we have Steven Ansa, he's here with us, and DJ Vintage, as you can see from the background from Asase Radio. Charlie, guys, good evening and welcome.
Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yes. We're there. It's a shabu shabu. Sunday is the day. It's going to be big at exactly 4:30 UK time at the Etihad Stadium, Manchester City versus Liverpool. We all cannot wait for this game. For me personally, I'm putting everything away to watch this game. Vintage, how do you see this game? How do you see this game?
It's going to be a very good game. You know, for some of these games, normally, you know, because it's more of a decider, most of the time it's very tactical. So in such big games, normally you don't get to enjoy the play because the coaches try to be more technical because there are some other matches to play. So even if I don't win this match, I'm able to manage this. I can get some wins from the other matches, the smaller teams to get the points. But for these two teams you're talking about, all attacking minded coaches, I feel the game is going to be an end-to-end game, lot of attacks, lot of shots on target and all that. So I think you're going to enjoy a very good game.
Steven, let me also have your initial take on this one.
Yeah, the match is being played at a very crucial time of the season. We have less than 10 matches to go, and this is like you rightly said, it is turning out to be the decider. Whoever gets the 3 points in this game is likely to win the league, because both teams have picked going to the end of the season. They all have the chance of winning the EPL and the UCL. So they have their eyes on these two trophies, which is going to make the game a very beautiful one to look out for. Like you said, you are not going to miss anything. I am actually sitting by the television as early as 7 a.m. Throughout the whole day in anticipation of watching the game. So we are looking forward to a good game.
Yes. So now let's dive into the game itself. If you look at what we are going to witness, Liverpool are winless in 4 Premier League games against Manchester City. They've drawn 2 and lost 2. And if you look at Liverpool, they've not kept a clean sheet in any of their past 11 games or 11 league games that they have played at the Etihad. And another thing we need to also concentrate on or be very, very mindful of is that this will be the 23rd competitive game between sides managed by Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola. Each of these men have 8 victories with 6 draws, including fixtures settled by a penalty shootout. Steven, if you look at these 3 statistics, you could see that when you pick or when you put Jurgen Klopp here and you put Pep Guardiola here or there, there's not much that can separate these two very tactical managers. Are we going to see a cagey game, or you think it will be an open game?
Yeah, it is going to be an open game. It is going to be an open game because Pep is going to be Pep. I mean, Pep is going to be Pep. He's going to play his usual football, going in for the wins, gets in the most goals he can get. On the other side, Klopp is going to be more tactical in his approach to this game. He's going to play in order not to concede more goals. So he will settle for a draw. Pep is going to go all out. But this is what I know is going to happen. the game is going to see goals. And as much as they are both going to be tactical, the game is going to see goals. I wouldn't be surprised if it ends in a 5-goal thriller. It can happen. Yeah, and then if it does end in a 5-goal thriller, I'm going to go for Pep getting the 3 goals.
Vintage, are you disagreeing with the way you laughed? Are you that there will be no goals in this game?
I'm seeing 3 goals in this match. Whoever wins will be a different margin of 1 goal.
Okay.
Where the match, if this match was going to be played on a neutral grounds, I would just have gone for a win for Liverpool. But looking at the last, I think February 2021, City went in to score Liverpool at their own backyard. Yeah. But I think the last 4 or 5 matches, Liverpool haven't been able to win matches at Etihad. And for this match being played there, looking at the runs, I think Liverpool have played 10 matches in a row without any loss. So I would have tipped them for a win. But for the grounds where they are going to play the game, it will be quite difficult for them. But then I also don't see City winning this match because their trump card. What's this guy's name? The player they bought from Leicester. What's the name? Remind me of Kodro.
Is it Riyad Mahrez?
Mahrez, yeah.
No, not Mahrez.
Is it the defender Nathan Ake?
No. They are left attacking midfielder. The name will come. He's not having a good day in the past 2 or 3 matches. He's not having a good game. And when he was in form, most of the goals were coming from his side. Because, Sterling will get about 10 chances and score only 2. And then when Mahrez is also in form, he's playing. But then their past 2 matches, I haven't really seen Mahrez doing any better. And that, what's the name? They didn't name this English attacking midfielder.
Oh, Grealish.
Grealish. He's not getting a good game. And then when you look at Man City, most of the attacks are coming from his side, the left attacking side. And once he is not getting, I don't see them scoring more goals in this match. You understand? And then looking at Liverpool, what makes it quite difficult for Liverpool is that most of the assists this season have come from their lateral defenders, especially the right side. And that is where Man City will be attacking from, which means Liverpool will short supplies. And at their left attacking to where Mo Salah, who has been scoring more goals for them this season, has also not had a good game after the AFCON. He's not having a good game. So you don't see Liverpool scoring more goals. On the other hand, you don't also see City scoring more goals because the people who are going to now is going to be either Kevin De Bruyne or what's this guy's name? Foden. And looking at Liverpool and how they are able to pack their midfield, these guys are not going to have a good game. That's why I see that there won't be more goals in this game. Most of the balls will be in the midfield. Most of the balls will be in the midfield. Those lateral defenders might not be able to move further because they know the opposing teams have faster wingers who can move their defenders or who can stretch their defense. So the 2 teams will lay back a bit. They won't attack more. They will all want to hold on to the ball, especially from City side, because Pep knows even if he gets a draw, it's okay for him. So he will try and hold on to the ball more times. And then Klopp will also know if he moves further, these guys can punish him. So I see only 3 goals in this match. That's why I laughed.
Okay. Stephen, in Manchester City, they have won 8 of their last 9 home games, league games, with the exception of that 3-2 defeat against Tottenham Hotspurs on February 19th. Do you think this would be a very good statistics for Manchester City? Maybe can this make you pick City ahead of Liverpool?
Yeah, that is not the only reason why I am picking them against Liverpool over Liverpool. The game they played against Atletico Madrid was a very good test for them. They played a very resilient team midweek, and then in coming into a game of this nature with Liverpool, playing against Atletico Madrid was the test for them, and then they found a way to score. They found a way to score. The first half, they played trash. The first half, I mean, if anybody who watched the first half knew right away, if they played the same way in the second half, they were not going to get a goal. But the changes the coach rigged, I mean, it got them a goal. And I would want to believe that they're going to learn a lot from that. Liverpool, on the other hand, does not play as compact as Atletico Madrid plays. Liverpool will open up to also play and try and get a win. That is where the advantage is for Man City. They love to play against teams who opens up to attack them. Now, Kojo rightly said that Liverpool supplies are going to be cut short. The lateral defense are not going to push as they would have against any other thing. The truth of the matter is they are all going to go all out. They are all going to go all out. The best way to defend, they say, is to attack. Both teams are going to go all out. Now, let us not forget that the defense of Man City is now quite shaky. With Ruben Diaz not playing, the defense is not the same as them having him in there, because he has a presence. He commands the other. There are other defenders play very well around him. So Ake and John Stones, Laporte playing. I mean, there are goals in this game. And then again, I am going for Pep edging slightly because of the firepower he has in his attack. Now they are gradually picking up. Kojo rightly said Mahrez is not on form. Sterling is not scoring. But then when you watch the couple of matches they have played, they are gradually picking up. And Kevin De Bruyne is also picking up. His form is gradually building up, which gives them an edge. And then getting into the tail end of the season, we all know Pep, how he psychs his players up for the wins, especially in these kind of games. I mean, I still see a 5-goal thriller.
Okay, I'm also seeing goals, but I'm not counting up to 5. I would go with Kojo, maybe 3 or 4 goals in this game. But then I'm also tilting my coin towards Liverpool for one reason or for a couple of reasons. Yes, I think Liverpool's motivation will come from the fact that when they are able to win Sunday's game, they will top the English Premier League for the first time since 1st October. Because that was the last time, 2021, that was the last time they topped the...
No, last week they topped the league for some few hours.
We are talking about for the day.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. And then also Liverpool going into this game, they've won their past 10 games.
Yes.
3 games. They've won it. And they are also on a club record of 8 consecutive away wins. So I think these things will also come to play for Liverpool. And that is why I am tipping Liverpool slightly ahead of Manchester City. Remember, Van Dijk says that they are going to end the season where they will frustrate Pep Guardiola. Indirectly, that was what he meant. Am I changing someone's mind here? Vintage.
Yeah. What is taking my attention now is me looking at the goal difference. I think is it the first time or in a very long while where Pep is playing in a league and someone is leading the goal difference or goal chart against his team. Liverpool has 57 goal difference. Pep has 52. And then if you look at, like I was saying, like Capel was saying, that this match will be very compact. Looking at the shots on target for this season, Liverpool has had 211 shots on target this season. City, on the other hand, has 203 for the season. And most of the shots on target for City comes from just within the 18 yard. Shots from outside the 18 box, Man City has had only 165, whilst Liverpool has had 183. So you can sense that if the match is going to be compact, Pep is not going to shoot from outside the 18 yard. He will try and get into the 18 box before he shoots. And Liverpool's midfield is quite compact to the extent before you cross the midfield into the defense, not much ball required.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And then if Liverpool is going to play Ruben Diaz, is it Ruben Diaz? What's the name? The player they bought from Portugal.
Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz.
Is it Ruben?
No, he's not Ruben.
Okay, he's also Diaz, but I've forgotten the other name. If they are going to play him, then I think Liverpool he will be their trump card for this match, because it should have been Salah, who is not having a good game in the past 2 or 3 games. And then Mane will cause all the troubles and all that, but he doesn't really shoot. He doesn't really score. So for these matches, you need players who are fast, who will be able to beat the offside lines and all that. That is why I am predicting Liverpool to win, because most of the time they are having their midfielders who will be able to shoot from outside the 18 box as well. Pep will be trying to get into the 18-yard box before he shoots, which will not get those chances. So do you understand why I'm saying there will not be so much goals in this match? Because Pep is not going to shoot. Although for people scoring for Man City, it hasn't been only their top 3.
That is
where you have the
midfielders
also joining. Yes, Bernardo Silva and all those guys also joining the attack to score. Unlike Liverpool, who have only the top 3, Salah, Mane, and those guys only scoring. Yeah.
That is where the surprise is gonna come from. A lot of people are looking at this game to be very cagey and then limited with goals. The truth of the matter is both teams are going to go at each other. In as much as it is more of a decider, they should have sat back, look at each other. They are going to go at each other. We are going to have one of the most entertaining matches of the season come Sunday. They are going to go all out, and the people we are going to see. Now, to happen, there's a possibility he's going to come with a game plan that will not work out at all. Or a game plan that is going to make them outscore Liverpool. And then once the goals start coming, Liverpool is going to open up. He will score. That's how I see the game going.
If this game will be dependent on the players' individual brilliance. And for what I know about Pep, when his game plan from the beginning of the game doesn't work out, most of the time he doesn't have option. That's what I believe. Most of the time, when it doesn't go well for him, the team all goes down. On team tricky the formation to assist these players. And Jordan Klopp, he can change formation like 3 or 4 formations within just 1 match. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's chairman.
Yes. And looking at how sharp his attackers have been this season, Jota 10 goals, Mane 10 goals, Salah 12 goals or something for these three players. You know, even when Klopp's formation is not working, these players can work magic. But you hardly see Pep's players doing things outside the formation. And they will still have to play what Pep wants them to do. And this match will be dependent on the individual player brilliance.
I agree with you. And this is why I'm seeing Liverpool slightly ahead of Manchester City in this game. Because if you look at Liverpool in their last 19 matches, they have not conceded any first half goal. And Pep Guardiola is a coach that if you are able to frustrate him and hold him in the first 45 minutes, his second half is always very, very abysmal and very, very woeful. And the second half too is where the tactics come in. Substitutes will come in, or you make substitutions that will change the game. Now, on the side of Liverpool, substitutes have scored 8 league goals for Liverpool this season. A total that is only bettered by Manchester United, whose substitutions have earned them about 10 goals. So it means that Manchester City does not come close at all. The only thing Liverpool can do or must do in this game is not to concede in the first 45 minutes. And the second 45 minutes would be theirs. So that is why I am tipping Liverpool slightly ahead of Manchester City. Stephen, what do you think?
Yeah, we are likely to see 2 or 3 goals in the first half.
Scored by who? Because
I mean, we are likely to see
hardly concedes in their 19 games. So
that's what I'm saying. We are likely to see 2 or 3 goals in the first half. Now there's going to be an early goal scored by City, which is going to open up the game. If we don't see early goals in this game, we are not seeing more than 2 goals at the end of the 90 minutes. But then the early goals in the first half will open up the game, which is going to make both teams open up and then play. We all know that in cagey matches like this, if there are no goals, players are very much cautious. They would want to stick to the tactics to the latter. As soon as one person makes a mistake and then the goal comes, they forget about all the instructions given them by the tactical team.
The coaches.
Yeah, then they go and play. I mean, they go and play what they want to do, and then that is exactly what I see happening. I see City scoring an early goal. Liverpool will go at them, equalize, or City will score 2 goals on the trot, and then Liverpool will come all guns blazing. Maybe they will score the consolation 2-1, and then City will add a third, and then Liverpool will come all guns blazing. Then the match will end 3-2. That is what I see. So I see an early goal which will open up the game. If you don't see goals in the first half, the game isn't ending with more than 2 goals.
So now the 2 North Africans in this game, Riyad Mahrez and then Mohamed Salah. Riyad Mahrez for City, he is aiming, from the records we have, he is aiming to become the 3rd City player to score in 6 consecutive Premier League home games, which is something he wants to do. And we are told that currently in the dressing room or in the camp of Manchester City, that is what is on his mind. So it means that he wants a goal. Mohamed Salah, on the other hand, also is vying to score in 4 consecutive Premier League appearances against Manchester City. One, he has a record on his hand. Jimmy Floyd has served between 2000 and 2003, scored in 5 consecutive games against City. And so he wants to do it and better it. He's now looking for his 4th before his 5th. So you see, these 2 North Africans really have something to prove in this game. And Salah and Riyad Mahrez, who has the heart to do this? JJ Vintage.
I think Salah has seen it all. Comparing Salah and Mahrez, I think Salah has been informed, very informed this season. It's just that it's been after, I don't know, say Senegal share if it's having an effect on him. Yeah, because after the AFCON and then when I
Yeah.
I think it's having a toll on him. That's why I don't see him, looking at the stats, he has created 53 chances for Liverpool this season. He's the highest they have this season. But for what I've seen in the last 2 games, I don't think he will be much of an influence in this game. So on any day, I would have gone for Salah. But for what I've seen in the last 2 matches, I think I will go for Riyad Mahrez to have better impact in this game than Salah.
Okay, another 2 other players that can make the difference for both sides. For Manchester City, we are looking at Phil Foden, who has scored in each of his past 3 appearances against Liverpool. And then Luis Diaz, who also just came in. He wants to write his name in English football. What do you think these 2 players are bringing into this game before we wrap up? Is he frozen? Steven? Okay, Vintage, you can take that one up for him.
Okay, he's back.
Yeah, I'm
all
back.
right.
He's back, so we can continue.
You are welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I was saying is Luis Diaz has no pressure on his shoulders at all. He has slotted himself into the EPL as if he's been playing for the past 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah.
No pressure at all, like zero pressure. Now, on the side of Foden, the English press hype is weighing him down now. Now they are seeing his praise. So yes, it is going to be interesting between the 2 of them. Diaz has no pressure at all. Phil Foden, if he should start, that is the question. Should he start? He is likely to have influence on the game because of the hype the English press are giving him. They are making him know that City rests on his shoulders, mainly because he's English and then he's the darling boy. They talk about him as if he's a Messi. They talk about him as if he's a Ronaldo in the team. And then when he comes, when he comes, he impresses. So there are 2 important players you have mentioned, but I think Diaz will have more influence on the game compared to that of Foden, mainly because Diaz has no pressure at all.
Okay, DJ Vintage, let me pick your final comment, and then a very definite prediction from you.
It's going to be an interesting game, especially in the first half. Like my brother just said, Liverpool are going to attack Man City from the blast of the whistle. And I see City packing the midfield from the first half. So you wouldn't see much of goals in the first half. My brother said we were going to see many goals in the first half. I don't see it as such, because in as much as Liverpool is going to attack, City will try and contain them. They'll contain the ball so that Liverpool will not get too much access into their goal post. So I see a very nice game, very attacking each half, but there will not be many goals. I see only 2 goals for Liverpool as against 1 for Man City, because this match is going to rest on the shoulders of the players, not the coaches.
Okay, yeah. So final score.
2-1.
Yeah, he said 2-1.
2-1. Okay. Yeah. Steven.
Yeah, my final score still remains 3-2 City. Another interesting area that I want to touch on is the Brazilian shortstoppers. The 2 Brazilian shortstoppers. Yeah. They are still vying. Both of them are vying to be the number 1 in Qatar. although Alisson is slightly ahead, Ederson is pushing to be the number one in Qatar. And then this game, this very game that is coming up on Sunday is one way or the other going to define that. And then I would want to believe that a majority of the game's entertainment will rest on their shoulders. Both of them, their distribution will go a long way to show, to aid in the goals, the goals I am seeing. So at the end of the day, still 3-2 City.
Okay, 3-2 City. Personally, I am seeing 3-1 Liverpool. Yes, I'm seeing Salah scoring more than one goal in this game.
Okay.
Diaz or Mane getting the other goal. And then for Pep Guardiola, I don't think he would end this game without a goal. But I don't know who is scoring. But I'm seeing a 3-1 win for Liverpool. You know my love for Pep Guardiola. You all know.
Yeah.
But I am just weighing the two teams, and who is more hungrier in terms of the EPL. I see Liverpool slightly ahead of Manchester City. Charlie, guys, thank you so much. We'll enjoy the game on Sunday. Quarter by 6:30, definitely. And if the excitement is high and strong, maybe we will come back and do post-mortem analysis of the game. Thank you.
There will also be a Kotoko against House of Folk.
Yes, Kotoko has. For me, I'm a House of Folk fan. So I'm predicting 2-0 straight for House of Folk against Kotoko. We know, Jim said this player is this player is that. No, I am a House of Folk fan through and through. 2-0 in favor of Accra House of Folk. Vintage.
Yeah. It's going to be a very big game in Kumasi. You know the hype.
Yeah, Osro. You don't
feel the hype in town. The euphoria is not there. I mean, Kotoko has game, but when you're in town, you don't really see it. But from what I saw for the Black Stars match, I think House of Folk should be very careful coming to Kumasi. It was just like this. I mean, even on the Thursday to the Friday when we played the match, I came on radio to tell people to go out there and support because I didn't feel anything in town. But when I got to the stadium on Friday, I got shocked. The things I saw there, people queuing up for tickets and all that. So I think it's a new style for the Kumasi guys. They don't really do it until the time is due. And you know, if Kotoko fans, I know Heart of Folk fans are louder, but I know the Kotoko fans, if they decide to come, they will come. Right? They will intimidate the players. House of Folk, Kumasi, as I think Kotoko, it's not about form, or it's not about who has the name or in that. This match will be a fast game. And once I know Sule Muntari will be playing, I know you'll be shot by one player. And I know our striker, Infege, and the two Cameroonians, they are going to score. So your 2-0, but we will not talk much. On any player, House of Folk is louder, but we will do the thing. We will do the necessary in Kumasi. I'm predicting a 2-0.
Barney is coming to Kumasi.
Yeah, we are coming to give the Kumasi fans a run for their money. We are going to give them we are going to give them a good show. We are going to show them how soccer is played. Okay. Now it wouldn't be fair if you don't give them something to cheer.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I will go for 2-1.
Okay. 2-0 for me. I won't do any analysis. 2-0 Heart of Folk. Charlie, guys, thank you so much. I will come back again next time.
Most definitely, Kwaku. Kojo.
Okay, thank you for having me. Oh, senior.